You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The WATE, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to the WATE, the world according to Eli. I'm your host, Eli. This is the moderator, my dad, and my co-host, Fredy.
Yes, fellas. What's going on?
We are chilling, man.
Time for another great show.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I'm
another
excited.
Another week, and we're still here.
We're still here. A lot of information to cover. Fredy has a chem test.
Chem test.
I was going to say chemtrail. We don't want him doing chemtrails. Has a chem test in 48 hours. Yes. We're going to send Fredy some positive vibes on that.
I'm just updating people on my struggles.
Yes, but
as a biology major.
But we're going to put that 90 into existence.
Absolutely.
Yes.
How was your week?
My week was good, man. I'm excited about getting into the fight, man, because...
Yes, what a weekend we had. We hung out together.
Absolutely.
And we watched the fight. So let's get right down to it. We had the Deontay Wilder and Tyson Fury fight.
Yeah, Tyson Fury fight.
Heavyweight tilt.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of hype leading up to the fight.
Yeah.
A lot.
A lot of anticipation for the fight.
Even in the pregame, I thought Tyson Fury was a little bit too loose, and Wilder was way more focused. He was stretching.
Yeah.
Kind of just seemed in the zone.
Yeah.
And every time the reporters would ask Tyson something, he would be like,
mad funny.
And then even Wilder had some funny jokes. He was like, yo, I've been beating kids up since kindergarten. And I was like, what?
Yeah.
So, but when the fight started, mind you, I called it. I said Tyson was going to win.
He did.
I knew it was going to happen.
You were like the one, well, not the only one. You were like one of the
a few of y'all.
Yeah, me and my older brother Marcus, we picked Tyson, and everybody else had Wilder. So, but Tyson, as soon as the bell rung, came in Wilder's face, gave him pressure, which threw Wilder off.
Yes.
And then from that point on, it kept Wilder, because Tyson was so aggressive, it kept Wilder on his back foot.
Yes.
And you can't strike somebody on your back feet, on your heels, basically.
Yes.
And not focus on, but I did think the first round went to Wilder.
I did too. I thought he threw the heavier punches.
Yeah, he did. He
Right.
definitely did.
In the first round.
Yeah.
But in that second and third round, Tyson came in swinging. Wilder wasn't really protecting his face as well as he was in the beginning.
Yes.
And
I feel like a lot of heavyweights don't do that naturally. They're like, all right, I'm gonna just eat the punches, but if I catch you, it's a wrap.
Right.
And
Which is, you shouldn't be doing that, but
well, this is heavyweight.
yeah, it's heavyweight. So.
And I thought I'm gonna get right to it. I thought that costume was too heavy.
Yeah, I called it. As soon as he took off the mask, I saw him sweating. I was like, he's already sweating. Why is he sweating?
Right. He's already sweating. Now, that's not to make an excuse.
Yeah, no, that's definitely not an excuse.
Me just observing and how long it was taking to take that thing off, I was like, yo, bro, that's a lot. I know you're trying to put on a show.
Yeah,
it was Black History Month.
For example, I think...
I love the entrance, like in the screens that were showing, like, Jackie Robinson.
That was dope. That was dope. And I think if it was Tyson wearing that, it would have been fine, because Tyson was 40 pounds bigger.
But remember, but even that, it was hot in there.
Yeah, true.
I heard from Colin Hurd.
Right.
He said he was at the fight, and he said he had a suit on, and it was hot in that arena for some strange reason. So when you add the costume that he had on, Wilder, Tyson Fury had people carrying him into the ring.
I thought he was wild.
And then he just had, a robe on.
Absolutely.
So these are things that may have contributed, not to make an excuse, but I could see myself already being tired.
Yeah.
Before I even fight, I'm already tired. Right? And then, like you said, the execution.
Him jabbing, reaching for how far, like how you normally say in boxing. Once you reach and you know the distance, all right, cool, bang.
And the last fight, he wasn't as aggressive. This fight, he came right at Wilder, and I don't think Wilder expected that.
Yeah, he was definitely not expecting that. Because, the third round, once he knocked his earlobe off,
yes,
I thought it was a wrap.
Right.
Like I thought it was a wrap.
And his what's the
Equilibrium.
It was off.
It was
Yeah.
definitely off because knowing that from biology,
Right.
once you hit one part of your body off, like you feel
Right.
funny. So he was
Especially
like-
in boxing.
especially in boxing,
Where
you
your
gotta-
balance
you gotta,
is everything.
You got to move up, and then the ref was even like trying to help him.
Yes.
A
The
lot
ref
of
was
times.
the ref was keeping that match on a lot longer than it should have been on.
Yeah, but I feel like that was fair because he wouldn't have wanted to stop it real soon.
Right.
Right.
like-
Because it would have been disappointing.
Yeah,
Because then it would have been like the ref.
The ref did it.
Right. The
but,
attention was on the ref. But he lasted another 4 rounds.
I was shocked.
I was
shocked.
very shocked.
Because I was
he
like,
did-
all right, he's not really balanced. He's gonna I was hoping he was gonna just catch him.
Right. Well,
But
one
he
punch.
did
Right.
not, like
Right,
he wasn't
right.
really responding, and he kept going to the ropes a lot. I was like, why you keep moving back? You keep going
Right.
to the ropes, because in the ropes he's not moving, so you
And-
can still
And
catch
he's
him.
an easy target.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Malcolm would kept saying, "Stay off the ropes."
Right.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And two, Tyson's body
Body
hits,
weight.
body blows was hurting, and not,
Yes.
not only just in the face, but I'm talking about in the body.
Yeah, he knocked him down with a body shot.
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
like,
That
whoa.
was the second
And then when he
knockdown.
tripped too, like at the moment he knocked his off, but then he just tripped. He just
So
tripped.
you knew he was.
I knew he was
Yeah.
gone.
Yeah.
He was gone after that, and then Tyson kept putting his body weight on him,
Now, did
Leaning on him.
leaning on
I
him.
hear a lot of boxing experts say that Wilder is not like Mike Tyson?
No.
What's the difference between those two?
First of all, Wilder is. Tyson is shorter,
Okay,
right? Tyson had more technical boxing skills.
Mike.
Yeah, Mike Tyson.
Okay.
Mike Tyson, that's who you're talking about,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. I'm
He
just
had
trying, I'm
more-
trying to learn
He
the
had
difference.
more of a little like shimmy to him.
And
Because I'm thinking, aren't they both one
No.
hitting?
no. Tyson had a lot of. It's just that most people didn't last that long, and long guys like Tyson Fury, Mike Tyson would have been all down in here, eating up all of his ribs,
Right.
and he's shorter, which made
It would have been harder for him to.
Tyson Fury would have had to extend himself more.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you like Lennox Lewis, pick Mike Tyson apart. But I think Mike was in a bad time in his life
Right.
at that time. So, it was one of those things.
Right.
But no, Deontay Wilder is no Mike Tyson.
Okay, okay.
I want to
And
get
I
that
heard
clear.
too, like a lot of people were saying that his eardrum was actually not like it wasn't broken.
Yeah,
It
they
was-
just said he just had 6 stitches.
just
No,
had-
even if it's not broken, as hard as he hit it, which was very close to being hit behind the head,
Yeah.
which is illegal.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
it was
yeah.
borderline.
It was
Right.
borderline.
So, but the fact that even if you get punched in your ear that hard, your equilibrium can still
Right.
be
Off.
off because you're hearing ringing.
Yeah.
There's people
the
screaming.
the ring from the bell. I'm pretty sure when he would grab him, he would probably scream in his ear.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
the crowd screaming, and it was a Tyson Fury crowd.
Right.
Yeah,
Also,
it was
let me be clear. When they were grabbing each other, Tyson to me didn't lick his blood off him.
No, but it was close.
that-
It was close,
It was
but
weird.
it just seemed like he was mocking him, just like on some.
Yeah, I mean that was something.
I didn't
of
really
course,
see him lick his.
It was close.
It was weird.
It was weird and it was close.
It was weird.
But I think he knew at that point he had the fight won.
Right.
Yeah, he knew.
And he was kind of mocking
Right.
Wilder
Wilder.
because I think in one of the pre-fight commentary he said something about I want to taste his blood, and he didn't mean it literally.
Literally,
Yeah.
right. It just
But
so happened that he was bleeding.
He was
yeah.
bleeding all over the place.
Another thing, unfortunately, I don't want to see a 3P.
That was my next point.
I don't want to. I think it's.
Well, he has the right because he was a champ, so he
Yeah, he can-
exercised his clause. He did fire his trainer.
Who, Wilder?
Yes, he fired his trainer because I don't think his trainer, Mark Breland, prepared him.
Because
Did
Tyson
he fire
did.
him right after the fight?
Well, he fired him today.
Today? Damn.
Because I know Tyson fired his trainer right before this match.
Right, right.
He changed his trainer, and his trainer was like, "You're gonna have to be aggressive." Because when Tyson was just facing off Wilder in the first match, Tyson's dad said, "Look, you're not gonna be able to knock him out.
Right.
You're not in shape." This
Right.
is back in 2017 when Tyson was going through what he was going through.
Right, right.
And they changed their trainer. He lost a lot of weight, but the first time, like you said, he knew what he was doing.
Right.
He just got knocked out in the 12th round.
Yes.
Which gave it a draw.
Right, because it wouldn't even been a draw.
But I think
And I was kind of shocked when Fury came in and he he was kind of agile with all of that weight on him.
Yes.
I was shocked the way his body was moving, his feet was moving.
And he had a real unorthodox style.
Yeah. And even if he wasn't moving right, like it just felt like he just had the control.
Yes. Yes. So we want to
It was
congratulate
very entertaining.
Tyson Fury. Very entertaining.
So what about you two? Do you want to see a 3-peat? Because
Nah.
I think
Well, you know what?
It depends.
If he gets a trainer that's legendary, let's say get one of the legendary trainers, and we go, whoa, this guy's training. I might give it a look.
Or
other than
if
that-
they create a storyline behind it, maybe. Or if like they make him go up against somebody, he knocks him out, whatever, and then he's like, yeah, I want Fury, like, you know, sort of like how people were saying they didn't want the Conor versus Khabib, they didn't want that part too, but they're kind of making the storyline for it.
Right.
Connor's like, all right, my next fight after that, I want him.
Right.
So they're making that storyline so that they get it again.
So if they get that again,
maybe, I don't know,
maybe I'll pay attention.
This is weird.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
A little bit of NFL news. They have some new rules in place, guys. And I want to know what you guys think about these new rules. There's 14 teams in the playoffs now. So,
So
one team in each division will get the bye.
Yeah.
And so the second
team
has to play
the wild card now.
So that's 7 teams in each division. That's one extra team in the playoffs.
Right.
I don't have any problem with that.
They're eventually gonna play 8.
They're eventually gonna move up to 8.
They're eventually gonna move it up to 16, but they need to test this out first.
Because the bye teams usually win. Because they play one less game.
Right.
They're healthier. They're generally the better teams. That's why they got the bye in the first place.
Right.
And I think it is a disadvantage. Now, every now and then, you get a team that's
At the 7th seed or at the 6th seed.
Right. They go to the wild card and they get what we call momentum going.
Right.
Like
the Giants did it twice.
The Giants did it twice.
Yeah. And like the Texans this year.
Right.
Yeah. The
the
Texans
momentum.
had a very good run.
Very good momentum.
Very good run.
Titans.
That's
Oh,
what
I'm sorry.
Yeah, the Titans.
Yeah, Titans.
The Titans had a very good run.
And we're very close.
Based off momentum.
Yeah.
But I think the extra team in there, you know, if you're a fan and your team was on the bubble.
What about
like
the
Cowboys?
right.
Oh, like the Cowboys, huh?
Because speaking of the Cowboys, now that is the case, they can get that extra spot now with a 9-7 record.
Right.
You can get the Cowboys facing number 2 seed.
And that does good for the league.
Yeah,
right.
You know, just to have America's team,
ticket sales.
Ticket sales.
They also reduced the preseason game but added a extra regular season game.
What do you think about this? So they want 17 game, and the CBA and them, they're conflicted right now on it, but they want to reduce one preseason. I have no problem with that.
Right.
But they want to add another regular season game.
It's called evolving there.
17 games. So now you can break a record that I held for 16 games. You get an extra game to break that record.
Right, because now the Dolphins.
Keep in mind the Dolphins back then only played 14 games.
Right.
So if you stole the rushing record.
So time out. Don't the Patriots still own the regular season record then?
They do.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, they do.
I was just checking.
But that don't mean nothing. They lost to the New York Giants.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Obviously.
Doesn't that sting? Still sting, right?
Yeah, it still hurt. You know what it is.
But
I'm saying because it's called evolving. They're evolving the game.
Yeah, why is this?
Well,
I don't understand.
wait a minute. Who they evolving it for? Not the players. I mean, don't get me wrong. I enjoy it.
No, but it's called no. But I mean, is they're adapting. They're changing.
They're transitioning to the content-friendly era.
Right.
Okay, I like that. Let's clap that up. Couldn't,
That's what they're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate Freddie helping me out.
Whatever, Freddie.
This is why I'm here.
Because he knew what I was talking about. I didn't know how to explain it, but he gets me.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're basically evolving. It's a new time. And they brought up the money rate.
So the revenue moves
from
player revenue from 47% to 48.5%.
Right.
I guess we should.
I mean, 1%. Well, 1% of $1 million.
Yeah, 1% of $300 million
is a lot.
is a lot of bread, but it's still not a 50-50 split.
Right. I mean, well,
51% for the owners.
like you said, it's the owners. They
Yeah, but you'd be surprised what 1% of $1 billion is.
right.
You know, considering that's a lot of money. So That's actually $100 million. Yes, it is. Yeah. No. That's maybe 10 million.
I'm not going to fact check. I feel like
Let me see, $1 billion, 10% of $1 billion would be 100%. 100 million. Yeah, it's 10 million.
Yeah, it's 10 million.
Yeah, 10 million?
My math is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like it. I mean, I'm thinking, I don't know how you're going to handle that because, for example, the Ravens didn't play Lamar Jackson that last regular season game.
Right.
Which gave him officially 3 weeks off, and he was completely unprepared.
Well, you're not going to give him 2 games off. So he would have played, if there was 17 games, he would have played week 16.
Right,
and
okay,
just
right.
took week
No,
17
but that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know. What I'm saying is, should you be playing your quarterback at that last week, or
yes,
depending on
the situation?
Yeah.
Why did they change it just to
more money
help the record?
More money.
Just more.
No?
Yeah. No,
Trust me, the
money.
owners are looking at. If it was up to the owners, they'd be 18 games, regular season games, and 4 preseason games because they make money off the preseason games too. Right. But you can't. This is a physical sport,
and it's about the players as well. You can't give all the power to the owners. It's not that day and time anymore.
Right. So that's a little tough. Speaking of contracts, let's talk. We weren't speaking of contracts, but we are now. Dak Prescott, he's holding out. They haven't spoken to his agent since September. Is he worth $35 million?
Nah,
he's not.
He's worth 30.
You say 30?
I say 25.
25, but he's the franchise quarterback of America's team, the richest team in football.
I say if you want to really do it, take 25.
He's worth more than Carson Wentz.
Give the extra $10 million to Cooper.
But with that,
because you're gonna have to take a pay cut in order to keep Cooper.
All right, here's the deal. I'm your agent, Eli. You're Dak Prescott. There's no salary cap. Let's stop with the salary cap. This ain't baseball or basketball, right? So there's no salary cap. So you can afford to pay both of them. You're the richest team in America, and you're the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys. Now, it's easy to say find somebody else, but this is one of the most high-profile positions in sports.
Yeah, absolutely.
If they gave Carson Wentz and his counterparts that money, why shouldn't he?
Well, he's definitely worth more than Carson.
Yeah, because he's stayed healthy.
Because he's been healthy all his career.
But unfortunately, Carson...
And he's made the playoffs 2 years that he's been there. But they haven't gone far, but he did make the playoffs.
Here's the thing. The reason why they gave Carson that money was because Carson, unfortunately, got them... Well, he didn't get them a Super Bowl, but he is on the Super Bowl championship team.
But he didn't get it.
He
can't take credit for that.
Right.
And...
But he got them to that position before he got hurt.
It's easy. As a fan, I understand what you guys are saying. You want the team to get better. You want to bring other... But as a businessman, and my counterparts are receiving this, Jerry Jones is going to be in a tough spot. He's going to be in a tough spot.
Now, if me personally, if I was Dak, I would probably take less money and focus all my money on sponsorships.
That's another avenue that was spoken about.
I would probably do that because he's in the beat. He's doing the Beats thing.
He's doing the Soups commercials.
Right.
Yeah, he's doing
and
all these
being
commercials.
The quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
Exactly. You're already getting clout.
You're going to get extra money, so you can make the extra money. So I think I'm in agreement with that. Maybe 30. I wouldn't take 25.
Yeah, I would not take 25. 30. I'll take 30.
And here's $5 million extra towards signing Cooper. And then with Cooper, I'm going to say this. Wide receivers are coming dime a dozen. You can get some fast wide receivers in the draft.
I don't feel like that's...
No, but can they catch, though?
Yeah,
but that's the thing. I don't feel like that's pretty accurate because look at the Patriots. We tried like 6 different experiments.
No, but I think your main guy was injured that y'all drafted. Fast guy.
True.
He just was injured.
Henry.
Yeah,
it was Henry.
So
and then the AB thing didn't work out because
that was something else.
The Sue.
Sue. Yeah.
He's a little older.
He's a little older. He's a vet.
But
so under the second
had you
year,
had AB and Henry, you open up lanes for Sue to get easy.
Right.
So I think it's one of those things where they all the pieces mesh, or they have to mesh for you to really operate. Now, should Joe Burrow pull an Eli Manning? Meaning, tell the Cincinnati Bengals, don't draft me.
I definitely think
I'm not coming here. Or because he's from Ohio, he's from that area, His parents can come to the game. You got to take all of that into consideration. Hometown. He could be the one to be the hero because you can go from worst to first in football. Yeah, you really can.
True, but that's a tough division. You got big men you got to worry about. You have Lamar Jackson, and now you have Baker.
Yeah, so you have a tough division.
Yeah.
I would rather put me in a division where with trying to think of another solid. Maybe
all the divisions got pretty decent quarterbacks now. Maybe
you put me with I would say maybe the Bears.
The Bears could use quarterback, but what would the Bears have to give up?
Green Bay is in that division.
But here's the thing: you don't got to worry around Matt Stafford or who else is in that division?
They had a good record.
No,
they had a good record starting out.
But I'm saying, look at that division though. That division is weak.
But you don't want to go where it's easy.
Because you don't have to.
Not necessarily.
But I'm saying I'm looking at teams that need a solid quarterback, but have a solid team around them that is missing a quarterback.
Are the Bears in the top 5?
Yeah.
Defensively they are.
Yeah. No, but I'm saying in the draft, are they top 5?
Where they can negotiate.
Oh yeah, I don't.
Well, really they got to be able to have something to trade.
Because I'm thinking all you need is a quarterback with and Joe Burrow. They'll at least all you gotta do is be out really the Packers.
But Eli, you're Joe Burrow. You're a different shade, but you're Joe Burrow, right? Your family could come to the games. Your brother, your sister.
I'm about to make a bunch of cheddar. I'm gonna move y'all with me. Y'all know this.
Okay, all
right. Come on.
I'll be like, look, we're taking this team and we're turning it around. What are you gonna do for me in order to improve this team? Because it didn't work for Andy Dalton. It didn't work for the other people.
Andy Dalton was a decent quarterback too.
Right, and that's what
AJ Green is leaving.
Certain owners don't want to win.
And that's the thing. They don't spend no money in Cincinnati. They have a very small budget.
Why do you think Marvin? Well, there was other reasons why.
Right, but allegedly. Marvin Williams.
But why they kept Marvin Lewis for so long?
Right, because they don't spend a lot of money. I think they're in a small market. It's a family organization.
I can at least trust the Bears because the Bears.
So why their team?
But they have enough to own the team. What I think is a lot of other owners are oil tycoons and all that other stuff. Right, and this is their fun thing.
Right,
I think this is their business.
They're like real. Okay,
right, and they can't afford to spend $100 million.
Also.
That's true.
Justin Jefferson, teammate of Joe Burrow from LSU, donated OBJ's money, the money that he gave him after the championship game, to a local church.
Oh, that was cool.
And he said, look, we wasn't supposed to accept that money in the first place. Right. You know, it's illegal in college.
I ain't clamped that up. He gave that money to a church.
He gave that money to a local church. And he's a top prospect wide receiver.
He's gonna come out?
Yeah.
So let me ask you this, guys. They're making a big deal today about Joe Burrow's hands only being 9 inches.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wait. So
the average hand they saying is 10 inches.
Okay.
To grip the football, do you think that's going to be an issue?
Now, a slight inch lower. No.
Well, remember people hitting the ball. Fumble problems.
Well, didn't Kyle Murray have small hands? Didn't they say he had?
Well, they said he had small. Patrick Mahomes had 9 inches as well, but. His arm is so dynamic. I'm
iffy about Joe Burrow, not because of if he's talented or not. It's because of his age. He's like already in his mid-20s.
So you don't like that, or you think that's a good thing?
No, I don't really think that's a good thing.
I think it's a good thing because he spent enough time in college. He grew up.
Plus, technically,
that is true.
Technically, a lot of these quarterbacks are 21 in the early because they got to play 3 years of college. Because they didn't have to do that, they would have came out at 18.
Right. He did say too that Alabama wanted him to be the third school.
Yeah, he was like, he was like, you must not know who I am. Like,
that was really funny.
Yeah. So he proved his worth and his value there.
Yeah.
And I don't think the hand issue will be.
No, they're just finding something to cherry pick.
Cherry picking.
Like when Josh Rosen was being prospect, they were saying, oh, he plays too much tennis. Oh, he tore his shoulder socket.
Rotator.
Yeah. But it's just weird because he has this like big expectation. So it's like, all right, what you did in college does not matter. Prove it again.
Yeah, but he's not gonna throw the football in the combine.
Yeah, he said
neither
that.
him or Chase Young
from Ohio State.
Ohio State. He's not participating. He feel he don't have to. You've seen enough of my games.
Yeah.
I'm not going to injure myself. That's for people who are trying to move up.
Yeah, up in the rankings. Yeah.
Up in the rankings. Like, you could find a diamond in the rough.
Right.
You know, if this combine comes through correctly.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, the world according to Eli.
So yesterday was the memorial. The official Kobe and Gigi memorial. I thought it was a great memorial.
Beautiful service.
It was amazing.
It was amazing. So let's get your thoughts. Eli?
This brought me a little bit of closure. I was hoping it would, bring it all together, but I'm still like upset inside. You know, like empty inside about it. But I was very, very impressed with Vanessa Bryant. I wasn't even expecting her to go up there.
Yes.
Out of respect for her, I just was like, I don't really need to hear.
Yes.
Do your thing. If you want to do it, cool.
Right.
If not, cool.
Right.
And the stuff that she was saying about Gigi, the way that Gigi always gave her a kiss goodnight, and how one day she didn't, expect it because she was sleeping, and Gigi was like, I called you, I gave you a kiss goodnight and had to go to practice or something. And
right,
right. The way she was saying how Kobe, when he retired, she was saying, look, I'm off now. Mm-hmm. Now you have to be the big mommy and pick up the kids. Mm-hmm. And how he was late one time, and then after that he showed up an hour and 20 minutes every day.
On time.
Little stuff like that. And then just the soft side of Kobe that we never got to see.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And the potential of a Gigi Bryant that we would have saw in terms of how Kobe was coaching her.
Yes.
And
what did you feel about
a lot of the women, WNBA, they were saying that she would have been the best WNBA player ever. I don't know. Like I didn't watch it live, but I watched some of the real live in it, on YouTube. Mm-hmm. And I watched Jimmy Kimmel breakdown.
Yes.
I obviously watched Vanessa and what she said. I didn't watch the Jordan one.
Oh, he was good.
Yeah, Jordan was surprisingly good.
Yeah, I was surprised. I was surprised he even showed up.
Yeah. He was
He's not
actually amazing.
Yeah.
I listened to his Hall of Fame speech.
And I also listened to the Beyonce song that she sang.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Alicia Keys one. So it was.
And I appreciate Beyonce comforting, because I didn't know Beyonce was sitting behind her, and the whole time Beyonce was comforting Vanessa.
Yeah.
Everything was really amazing.
Like I love how it. Sorry to interrupt, but I love how it was. They had their moment to cry. But they also had moments where they were laughing.
Yeah.
The part where Jordan said, "Oh, I'm gonna be a meme again."
That was
hilarious.
Or when Shaq was like, Kobe, there's no I in team, or he was like, there's an ME in that.
I imagine that is so Kobe.
And that sounds like something.
Yeah, that sounds like something you would say. So for me personally, I don't thinking about it because, okay, he's not here, but it just doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
I don't know him personally, but
you grew up watching him, and because it was so tragic,
right?
And because there were children involved,
right? And that's what Gino said. I love Gino's speech as well, because he was like, I can't really say this from a basketball perspective. I'm a dad.
Right.
He's like, we're all dads in this room,
and that's the part that really broke me down when I heard that his daughter was on the plane with him. You don't want nobody to suffer, but when you hear about children who are just starting their lives, who are just learning what this thing about life is about, and to have it snatched away. But overall, and the fact that Kobe was learning how to play music by ear.
Oh, Beethoven.
I was like, what?
That led to his legend to me. Moonlight Sonata, he playing by ear because he wants to serenade his wife with this song. That's Mamba mentality all the way through.
I feel like he was a prodigy.
So let's do an 8-second moment of silence for Kobe. And we want to send our condolences out
to everybody in the crash.
Everybody in the crash.
We love you. We
miss you. We miss you, Kobe.
Miss you.
This league will not be the same. So this whole year is we're honoring Kobe, and
Yeah, and I know we didn't write it down, but Bradley Beal's been going off.
Yes, we're going to talk about that now as we transition to regular NBA news.
You're listening to the sounds of the WATE, The World According to Eli.
So let's get right into the Bradley Beal. 2 games in a row.
2 games in a row. He dropped 53. They lost. And then he dropped 55 yesterday. And they lost again. But the second game, he had it in his hand. They was up by 6. And he was just doing too much. He seemed gassed.
Well, 55 points for the second day in a row.
Right. But meaning like he didn't have that John Wall guy. I mean, he didn't have John Wall to lean on to take a break and be like, all right, now give me back the ball. And now I'm
absolutely.
Yeah.
And that again leads to stamina,
right,
and the ability to stay in the moment. I think Kobe did it a couple of times.
Kobe did. He did in 2007.
He was the last person to do it.
In March 22nd and March 23rd.
Yeah, Bradley Beal was the first player since Kobe to score 50.
Yeah, back-to-back games.
So once again, the theme of Kobe.
He did it on 224, which is the number of Gigi.
Yes.
Right.
So again, Kobe's spirit is in the building.
Yeah.
I think Bradley is a player that the Lakers should have traded for.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? He would have been that third piece with Anthony Davis where you could give him the ball and he can get you 25. And, LeBron would be averaging 15 assists. Right. With somebody like Bradley Beal who can stop and pop.
Yeah.
Now, in the offseason, they still might have a shot.
Get his own shot.
Oh, get his own shot.
Play
Absolutely.
defense because he does play defense.
Yes, he D's up. So a frustrating thing for Bradley is he's out there by himself.
And the fact that they snubbed him for the All-Star.
Yes.
And he's not winning. That's the part that he's like, I don't really care about the points, I just care about the W.
Right. Winning is what it really all boils down to.
Right.
Yeah.
Toronto is still rolling.
Yes, they are. They only they won 15 out of their 16 games.
Yeah, they only lost that game before the All-Star break, which was a mental.
And they were just tired. They're the team to beat to me.
And now people are starting to say this Toronto team might be better than we gave them credit for.
As a matter of fact, they are playing the Milwaukee Bucks tonight, right now, I believe.
Ooh, 8 o'clock.
8 o'clock.
Ooh.
I will check the score in a minute. It is.
It should be 0-0 right now.
Yeah. Keep talking, guys. Okay.
Yeah. So. But that's going to be a heavyweight tilt tonight.
I think that's going to. That's obviously going to be the Eastern Conference Finals.
And they're in Toronto, not necessarily. Boston looks good, man.
Bro, against the Lakers,
it's 18-14. Toronto's running down by 4 right now.
Okay, all right. So I picked Milwaukee in this game. I think they're a better team.
I picked Toronto. I think they're the better team.
I think Milwaukee is the absolute better team in the East, period. But if it's one team I think they can beat them, it's Boston. Boston. If Jason Tatum is going to play like he played on Sunday,
right? Well, yeah.
If Jaylen Brown is going to defend the way he defended,
If
Kemba comes back and
he's skating, and then your fourth option is Gordon Hayward.
Okay, well, Toronto has at least 3 defenders to put on Giannis. And they have 2 bona fide scorers in Fred VanVleet and Lowry.
But these are not necessarily two-way players. We'll see.
See, well, look, before they got the championship, we did agree that Lowry wasn't, but he is a great defensive player at his size.
He's a dog, and he's a champion now.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. They have that champion. They it has that Dallas.
Yeah, it's got a nice little feel to it. I think Milwaukee will be there. Their size and their shooting with Kyle Korver. Yeah. They picked up Marvin Williams from Charlotte, and people gonna sleep on that pickup. Middleton still balls out. The Lopez brothers.
And if Philly can figure out their stuff, their issues, Embiid is probably the only big that can stop down.
If Embiid had a career night last night,
he did. If he decides that he really wants to play,
right?
When Ben Simmons gets back, they can have because they picked up a couple of people in the draft. I mean, in the trade deadline too. Burke and somebody else they picked up that can help their bench. Until last night, the Clippers had lost 3 in a row.
Yeah,
we watched them put that work in last night.
And they scorched Memphis.
They scorched Memphis.
And I heard Kawhi talked to Doc and the players and was like, "We gotta fix this."
Right. So now,
but I thought that was hypocritical coming from him only because you haven't been playing.
To me, their dark horse is George. Like if George could come back similar to what he was last year.
And I watched Marquise Morris.
Yeah.
He fits well with that team. He was getting his shots in like the flow of the offense.
And Reggie Jackson, because now with Reggie Jackson, they can sit Kawhi and Paul George on the bench.
Yes, this does worry me as a Laker fan. This worries me because if Paul George, like you said, shows up,
I'm not really worried. I think I'll still give it to the Lakers.
Well, we
100%.
picked up Markieff Morris.
Yeah, we did.
Well, so one,
Yeah, that's and
we see your Morris and we raise you.
Right. And I either have two options. You either go with J.R. Smith, who I trust, or Lance, who you had last year.
Yeah, I think Lance Stevenson or
Because you only got three options.
Jamal Crawford, man. I mean,
Yeah,
Jamal Crawford would
or Joe Johnson.
Yeah, ISO Joe, but they call him ISO for a minute
ISO.
for a reason because he do a lot of isolation ball. I think Jamal.
But don't
Crawford,
you need that?
Yeah.
Because Crawford don't. Doesn't he not do the same thing?
No, Crawford.
No, Crawford could
Boogie
pass.
Oogies, man.
6 man.
Yeah, he's 6 man. He boogie Oogies. So I think the
Okay, but
Lakers are not finished.
I'm getting confused with the point. Why are we not? What's the difference between?
He doesn't really play a lot of defense,
Oh, okay.
and
okay.
he's a ball stopper.
Okay, all right.
So he's like a mellow. He's from the mellow era.
Gotcha.
Give him a
Oh,
little-
and then that. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
With that one step, gotcha. Okay.
So I don't think we need that.
Because I'm like, they're both a
I
walking
mean, are these
bucket.
players willing to play? I know JR is, but I don't think Jamal. Joe,
Are they willing to do what?
Are they willing to sign with the Lakers?
You sitting at home eating corn chips watching the game, or you can go play for the Lakers. I think I'm gonna choose
that
the
is
Lakers.
true. I mean, but they would have done it by now.
Well, Pelinka, they got to get this funeral stuff out of the way. All of this ceremony stuff. Let's get back to basketball. They got Markeith, and now I think they're gonna cut either Dudley or Daniels, and they're gonna fill it with. I say it has to be somebody like Lance Stevenson or Jamal Crawford. Somebody you can give the ball to. They can boogie. Lance Stevenson is also, they call him born ready for a reason.
Yeah.
When the playoff come,
He's different.
he's different. You know what I mean?
Right.
And, he can shoot you into a game, and he can shoot you out of a game. But that's like J.R. Smith. He can shoot you in the game and shoot you out of a game.
Right.
But it's, are you willing to take a chance? I think if the Lakers get one of them with Markeith Morris, they're going to be ready to go.
I still don't see you with the Clippers. I'm still rocking with the Lakers heavy. I think first of all, they have the chemistry, and that's what we talked about.
Yeah,
they have the chemistry. That's all you need.
You
got to be good, healthy, and lucky, and they are good, healthy, and well, they're lucky because
the window hasn't closed on the Clippers yet. Meaning, if for the last 25 games, they come to work, then
but
build chemistry.
Other than that, if they don't go on a huge winning streak and like try to hold at least the 3 or number 2 seed,
yeah, they have to go number 2 or 3.
Yeah, they gotta go number 2.
Because you don't want to face the Lakers in the round
second
before.
round, yeah.
You want it to be for the money.
right?
But I do say that was a good game. Speaking of the Lakers, that they played against the Celtics. Now the Celtics didn't have Kemba Walker, but that ain't our problem. I still say it was a good game. I got a real good look at the Celtics. I was impressed.
Me too.
I was impressed with LeBron hitting the fadeaway.
Oh yeah, he juked
which was needed.
Brown. Not really juked him, but that we all, because I thought he was going to the
baseline,
and he went the other way.
But that was a la Kobe. That's what Kobe was.
Right.
Hit you with that fadeaway. So LeBron stayed in the moment.
Yeah.
They're rolling. Just a tweak here and there.
And because LeBron is such a veteran, he doesn't get afraid of the big moments anymore.
Oh no.
Which I never really saw him do anyway.
He's locked in. I hate to say this. I'm worried about Anthony Davis.
Yeah, because
I don't see the dog in Anthony Davis enough. His numbers are there. Like tonight, they faced the Pelicans. He'll put up his numbers.
So what you mean by dog? You mean by like outplaying somebody? Yeah, like dominating.
Like I don't see him in dudes' faces.
Right.
Like,
because me and you, and I think tonight Zion's gonna push him around too much.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Yeah, Zion.
Because Zion is a big dude. I just saw him out hustle for a freaking rebound.
Yeah.
And then snatch it from Damian Lee and lay it back up. And
he's a big boy.
Like, give me the freaking ball.
And his ups are very. And Davis is a little clumsy, awkward.
Yeah. And
by me watching him more now. See, when he was with the Pelicans, I didn't watch. I just checked the numbers.
Right.
Yeah.
I go, now I'm watching him more. He's not as agile.
Not there. Well, in the beginning of the season, he kind of was. He was like, all right, give me the ball. I'm doing it. But now he's kind of like letting LeBron take cruise control.
Right.
And then he's kind of just there.
But when it's time to be a dog, he's going to have to be a dog.
Yeah.
because it's really all gonna depend down to who's gonna be a dog more, Paul George or Anthony Davis. Because I don't really care for Kawhi and LeBron because they can't sleep each other out.
Right.
They're both champions.
Yeah.
They both know how to get their teams W's.
Right.
It becomes who wants it more, Paul George or Anthony Davis.
Okay.
And they both play two different positions, so they both gonna be dominating whoever you put on them.
Right.
You don't have Lakers don't have a shooting guard to really put on Paul, and the Clippers don't really have a power forward to put on Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
And I felt that if the Lakers didn't cut Boogie and put him in the starting lineup, let's say they put him in during the playoffs, that would have been the dog person you needed. You let Anthony be the flashy one, and you let Boogie handle the dirty work.
That was a great observation, but what the Lakers, because they cut Boogie this week,
unfortunately,
but they told him,
No, sir.
you're not going to play. It makes no sense because that's how I got hurt last year, trying to come back too early. So he's still with the Lakers, meaning when you cut a player who's injured, he still can work out in your facility.
Right.
So he's still in the Lakers facility working out, because what they're going to do is they're going to sign him outright next year, make him the starting center with Anthony Davis at the 4, LeBron at the 3, go get Bradley Beal or Aaron Gordon, and then they're going to shut the league down.
Right.
And then you'll make McGee the backup.
Oh, y'all would trade Kemba to Washington, right, for Bradley Beal?
Say it again?
Y'all would trade Kemba Walker, Kuzma for Bradley Beal? Yeah.
Kuzma?
Yeah.
Kuzma's been real? All right.
Well, you know,
See you later.
He went on a date with Vanessa Hudgens.
Yeah, that's his problem.
I'm
That
jealous.
Hollywood stuff will
Yeah.
get to you.
Listen,
So
I'm just jealous. Okay?
teams have 1 year to get it right, because when the Lakers reload,
Right.
it's going to be on and popping, and they're going to get Boogie for the cheap
Right.
because he still has to prove himself, right?
Right.
Dwight Howard's stock is high. He now can go and be a starting center for another team,
Right,
maybe a
right.
championship team.
Well,
Help them out.
hopefully he'll be a champion by the time they, you know.
That's my point. You know, get a championship, go somewhere, because I know he's not going to want to be the third string.
Right.
So Jeremy Lamb tore his ACL,
And
his
meniscus.
meniscus, and his knee.
Yeah.
Ouch. I mean, all of that, I'm not sure you can recover
Yeah.
from all of that.
But he did some Kobe stuff and hit 2 free throws.
Yes, let's clap that up. Hey. No, that's heroic. See, the spirit of Kobe
Yeah.
is in the league this
Yeah,
year.
bro.
So we
So-
wish him well.
Yeah, absolutely.
What do you think about Bill Russell wearing the Kobe jersey?
I thought it was awesome.
Celtics
I thought it was dope.
That's dope.
He just showed his true colors. He's been like all the time.
No, he not Laker. He's diehard green, but that's the greatest gesture
Yeah.
that he can pay a fallen soldier.
And that was Kobe's favorite player, no?
You know, I think but Michael Jordan was Kobe's favorite player.
No, I think Kobe said it was Bill.
No, Bill played in the 50s.
Yeah.
Maybe that was his father's favorite player.
Okay.
Right.
Maybe that. But I thought that was heroic.
Right.
Bill's still getting around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that's good
still
for Bill. He's still
How is
Still
Bill?
picking.
105. Yeah.
No.
Yo, speaking of legends too, real quick. Ric Flair's birthday is, I believe, today.
Is that the wrestler?
Yeah.
Woo!
All right, let's clap that up. Ric Flair.
Go.
He turned 71.
Wow.
Really?
Yeah.
He don't look 71. He looks like 60 something.
Yeah.
And Melo went for 32
And hit a clutch shot.
Hello.
and hit clutch shot. Somebody on this panel, I'm not going to say who, said Melo was washed.
I know.
And not only is he not washed, he hitting game
He
winners.
was wilding.
Yeah.
He was
So
wilding.
he's
I
cool.
already said my piece on it. I apologize. Good for you, Mello.
Yeah, so
Why you
but
said it like
You-
that? You need to
because-
be more passionate about the apology.
Well, because
It's mellow.
here's the thing. I don't know if they're gonna make it to the playoffs without Dame, because Dame's gonna be out for another 3 weeks.
It's another 3 weeks? Ouch.
You know.
Yeah, but they're not going to make the playoff. But Melo's stock is up now. This is what I can see, guys. I can see Melo going to the Lakers.
Dude, you just had a plan to sign DeMarcus Cousins and trade for Bill. Can you please?
Okay.
Can you please try to explain why you want to get this freaking? Yo, guys, he's been trying to get this banana boat for years.
Here's my-
Now
I
he's
wanna see it too.
now he's
Like
going
Chris
to.
Paul?
Okay, whatever. Now he's gonna say, oh, here's how we're gonna get Melo and Chris Paul. We're gonna make a move here
to the
Lakers. Then we're gonna cut a minimum person and give him a minimum contract for Chris Paul. Now you got Chris Paul, Melo, Bradley Beal, DeMarcus Cousins at the center, and Anthony Davis at 4. Yeah.
All right, hey, this is what I'm gonna say.
That's exactly what
it's
you're
gonna be very similar.
That's oh my god.
All right.
Bro. So and then too, he gonna try to convince D-Wade to go out of retirement and be like, yo, it's LeBron. You ready? You ready for the banana boat now?
All right.
Are you sure? Does Gabrielle like it? All right. Well, Gabby, convince him, Gabby.
Let me know when it's my turn. All right. So
every freaking episode, go.
You sign Melo, right? Because he'll be on the cheap.
Jesus Christ.
Right? You go get Chris Paul because you need a point guard.
How you gonna get Chris Paul at the training? Can you please explain the Chris Paul move?
All right, because they might be willing to get rid of Chris Paul for crumbs.
Didn't you just 2 episodes ago? You just said Chris Paul's contract was terrible.
But he's gonna end. He's playing out this year. It'll only be 1 year left on his contract.
All right,
you go get Chris Paul. You got Melo coming off the bench, and then you make the call. Hey, D-Wade, we know you retired, but we got a bomb squad over here. Let's put the banana boat together. Let's put it together and make that happen. It could happen.
Christ.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
You're listening to the sounds of the week. The world according to Eli.
Okay, so we have culture, right?
Let's talk culture a little bit.
You want to jump into the Tom Brady thing? Because you've been...
Oh, yeah. Speaking of players who respect Kobe and all that he does, I felt Tom Brady's...
letter to...
Yeah, he put a letter out there.
It wasn't to the Players Tribune,
right?
No,
it just was on Twitter. So I don't know who he sent it to. I'm not going to read it. I'll just read like a small piece of it.
I think he put it on Instagram too.
Yeah, on the gram or something. So I'll just read a line or two. And which I thought was very serious.
Yeah.
I got it. He says, I have been deeply affected by the passing of Kobe, Gigi, and others in the tragic flight weeks ago. Since then, I've witnessed the well-deserved outpouring of love and support for the families that had so much left to give, and it's helped me reflect and gain perspective. I know that love, peace, and joy will always endure, and in this tragedy, I have learned so much. Why has this touched me? Hold on. Why has this touched me in the way that it did? Why has it kept me up at night and brought me so many tears? In Kobe, we were able to witness the man in the arena. For many of us, sports show us what we're made of. They define our personalities and emotion. We cannot hide from the good or the bad, from the wins and the losses, the joy and the despair, the happiness and the pain. Why you see what it is. We aren't actors. We have found a real life stage where we become vulnerable to the world and are judged based on the outcome of each performance, and we can deeply, and we care deeply about what we do. He goes on to express his love and deep passion for Kobe. Yeah. So I thought that was big on Tom Brady's part.
Right.
And I think he realized the magnitude of Kobe's death, and he kind of witnessed his life and what it would be if he would be gone.
And I think a lot of them athletes felt the same way.
And I was somewhat surprised by Tom's statement because I just wasn't expecting it.
Right.
Because Tom is sort of like a
reserved.
He's very introverted.
I don't want to say Michael Jordan type player, but it's similar to those two.
Absolutely.
So I wasn't really expecting it. I'm happy that he said it, and I'm happy that he wrote this beautiful message for Kobe because him and Kobe were very, first of all, my 1 and 2 favorite athletes, and they're very similar.
Yes.
They have that killer instinct. They have that 5 championships. Give me the ball, move out my way, and I'm going to
make it happen.
I'm going to make it happen. So,
Yeah,
So,
and I feel like personally, he's gonna change a little bit more. So he's gonna get a little bit more vulnerable with his contact
and then
make people know him, like for the real, not just the player.
Not just the player.
Right.
And because what we learned was Kobe the man.
Right.
So
Exactly.
there's that side to all of these athletes that we don't get to see because they're in character.
Right.
Pop Smoke, rapper from Brooklyn, from the Woos, recently passed away. Is it Woos? The Woo.
The Woo.
Recently passed away.
Rest in peace.
It was tragically gunned down in what appeared to be some kind of robbery out in L.A. Did you guys listen to his music at all?
I listened to the one.
Welcome to the Party.
Yeah, I listened to that.
Yeah, I checked a few songs of his album. It was good because I feel like he was starting a new wave in the city.
In the city, yeah, new buzz.
He started using he got inspired by drill music in the UK and then started using that.
Right.
So it wasn't all positive in the music, but the movement.
Right, but the movement was strong. Yeah.
The movement, yeah.
So we want to send our condolences out to him and his family.
Yeah. Rest in peace.
And rest in peace, Pop Smoke.
It's too young.
Unfortunately, it's
a
like
death culture.
It's a death culture in the music industry, most likely in hip hop and in our generation. Because now rappers, and two, I said this before, it's only been males. I haven't seen a single female artist die of an overdose or get shot and be like, okay, now we lost this.
That's a very good observation.
It's only been males, and it's been in the last 3 years now.
Yes, yes.
And now rappers, it's like, okay, now
rappers are becoming synonymous with death.
Yeah,
Right.
they're speaking more about it.
Right.
They're speaking it. They're their soul is into that stuff now.
And it's sort of reminding me of your era when you used to tell me about Eazy-E or Biggie or Tupac. And I'm thinking, okay, well, in my generation, that's not really gonna happen because that's already done with.
Nah, it's back.
So now it's like, okay, either you're gonna get shot or you're gonna die of overdose.
Yes,
unfortunately, and unfortunately, Pop Smoke won't be the last of our generation artists to pass away.
Yeah. So again, we'll send our condolences.
Yeah.
Out to him. So the Matrix 4 movie, Eli, you had some concerns?
No, I just was curious about it.
They were shooting it in San Francisco.
They are shooting it in San Francisco.
Helicopters.
I saw footage of them flying across the building.
Right.
On a line vesting that had to use to fly. But I'm curious just because I thought Neo. I know he's not dead, but I thought he was unconscious.
Okay.
And then I know for a fact, Trinity, you died with a pipe in your stomach.
So you thought she died, but yes.
So
it's like Fast 9. Han is alive.
Yeah.
I thought you were dead for 3 years.
Yeah. But I'm just curious. And then, but
let me tell you what I'm curious about.
Who's the main villain that Leo always go against?
Mr. Anderson. Thomas.
Right. He's not gonna be in it. I learned that he's not gonna be in it.
What's his name? Agent Smith.
He's not gonna be in it.
Wow.
I don't really, and I don't know if Morpheus is gonna be in it. But if you're gonna do it, you need to lose weight. You need to go to the gym immediately, cause I be seeing you on Blackish. Okay.
I think the way they're gonna do the story is gonna be like an alternate reality or something.
Possibly because
he'd say he takes the blue pill instead of.
Right. And the reason that's important is because they were the trendsetters with this special effects.
Right.
That movie broke the trend.
Yeah.
Terminator 2, the second Terminator did, but the Matrix movie we had never seen. So I'm expecting them to take it to another level. If they're not using special effects we ain't never seen.
Look, they need to hire Will Smith. Will Smith need to be in the movie because he was supposed to be in the first one.
Yes, that would be dope.
Yeah, but here's the thing. They were going to change Morpheus. I can't see Morpheus, no offense. But
Val Kilmer.
Huh?
Morpheus would have been Val Kilmer.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, I that's what I'm saying.
But you know something? Had we saw it and that's all we knew, we'd have been conditioned.
Back to your point, there's a lot of cool technology that they're using in movies because I know Will used a facial recognition.
Yes.
So he was doing his twins part while he was doing his part.
Right.
It was weird. But
and the director for Titanic, he's been waiting every 10 years to drop these Avatar films because, sadly,
we need an Avatar too.
No, they're working on
we're
that.
working on it. But here's the
Alright,
thing.
alright.
But we got 3 more after that. Like, I don't know how you're gonna do this, but whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get into that because I already talked about it before. We'll talk about it another
But
day.
I don't know, why is Hollywood just bringing these movies back?
Because they're running out of ideas.
They're running out of ideas.
They're running out of ideas. They don't know what to do in Hollywood anymore.
Absolutely. And
I mean, we still
J Belvin Icon Awards. What's that
Yes.
about?
So J Balvin, he's a Colombian artist.
J Belvin.
Balvin, yeah. He's a Colombian reggaeton artist.
Colombian reggaeton.
Yeah, reggaeton.
Ooh. Clap that up.
He last week received an Icon Award in the Spanish Grammys, so to speak.
Okay.
And he received it by Daddy Yankee.
Oh, that's
which
big.
is that was like that's like the icon of icons when
Right.
it comes
Yes,
to
when
reggaeton.
it comes to reggaeton.
Yeah,
Yes.
and last year J Balvin gave it to Daddy, and so this
Oh,
year
so
Daddy's
Daddy's
giving
giving
it
it.
to him.
God,
And
that's
so
nice.
yeah, we got to
Clap that up.
That's nice.
And so they basically are giving it to people who are moving the Spanish culture forward and are moving the
Because that's a huge market.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
a really big one.
Reggaeton and Spanish.
Yeah,
very
a
huge
lot of
market.
people, a lot of English artists are getting into that. Like
Yes.
J Balvin collaborated last year with Beyonce. He's
Drake.
collaborated Drake with
Oh,
Bad Bunny.
Yes.
Tyga with a lot of them. Tyga did a song
Yeah.
with J Balvin.
Absolutely. So it's a
He's
huge
he's a
market.
global star, you know. Big up Colombia, you know. it's my-
Yeah. Yeah. You know,
it's
we
the
got a
home-
big
it's the
data.
hometown, you know.
Son.
Real quick, and can spit.
Oh, so he's also like a very he's respected in the culture. He's respected in the hip hop culture with fashion. He's about to come out with his Jordan.
Oh, okay.
About to come out
Nice.
with his Jordan. So he's a very trendsetter when it comes to Hispanic and Spanish culture, but he's also dabbed into the U.S.
Okay.
and
Okay.
you know.
That's what's up.
He's a global star. He sells out arenas.
Yeah, like
That's
like
what
on
you
some
do.
on like Pitbull. And
So I'm gonna
whatnot.
check out
Yeah,
some of his
Yeah,
tunes.
absolutely.
Yeah, he dropped a song this Thursday. This
Ah.
Thursday. New song.
Real quick, Kobe White, NBA has combined the last 2 games for 66 points. He dropped 33 against the Wizards and 33
The guy
against
from Chicago.
guy from Chicago.
Yeah, he's been hitting a lot of threes.
He's been heating up.
He's been heating up. I think he needs a haircut. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
If he does that, I'm gonna watch more
How
of his games.
important is your face? Well, I know how important it is, but does it matter if I just start heating up like on some? Because I'm just saying, like, James is never gonna shave his beard.
Well, that's a part of his
brand.
image.
Right, that's what I'm saying. The brand,
Like the brow for Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
right.
That's a part of his image, and he has that likeliness.
But I guess
Kobe White just came into the league.
Yeah,
so.
nobody
Yeah,
knows.
He need a
true.
haircut.
Yeah, true.
So, fellas, what another great show.
Absolutely, we killed this, guys.
Where can we be reached, Freddie?
Instagram, Snapchat in the description. You know,
Eli?
follow me.
We can be reached on SoundCloud, iTunes, Twitter, IG, Snapchat, Facebook, and YouTube at the WATE Podcast. I'm your
.com.
host, Eli, my dad, the moderator.
And Freddie. We in
Yes,
the building.
we
And
are
once
outta
again,
here.
we are out of here. Peace.
See you guys next week.
Next week.
Next week.
You are now tuned in to the #1 podcast in the world, The Wait, the world according to Eli. Music, sports, video games, and culture. So ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the host of our show, Mr. Eli.